All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Baldy-in-Chief David Reimer. It is the 28th of October, 2025. We have a tornado warning now. This is going to be for portions of eastern Texas. This is going to be southern Gregg and northwestern Rusk counties until 4 p.m. The National Weather Service has a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado over the south side, well, technically northeast sides of Kilgore. It's going to be moving off to the east at about 20 to 25 miles per hour. This is going to be a tornado warning. And yeah, I'll fix my camera. And if the frame rate doesn't get any better, it is what it is. Cool. You get to see my ceiling. Congratulations. We do have a tornado warning until 4 p.m. This is going to be for the cities of Kilgore, Lakeport, Monroe, and Laird Hill. This is going to be out in portions of East Texas. And again, this is going to be a tornado warning until 4 p.m. This is for southern Gregg and northwestern Rusk counties in East Texas. Switch back over to the How Hard It's Raining mode, and I'll be honest, there was definitely a circulation here a few minutes ago. You can see now it just came back a little bit, but we are seeing indications of what could be a weak tornado here in proximity of areas east of Kilgore now. This would be riding east of town, generally moving towards eastern areas near Lakeport, and maybe eventually towards Tatum. I don't think this is going to be a long-lived issue. I don't think we're going to be dealing with long-lived tornadoes today, but we do definitely have the potential for a few of these spin-ups as this cold front moves southeast, and we're dealing with a more discrete storm mode versus one that is capable of, producing a lot of damaging winds, a squall line. All right, why is the camera lollygagging? Let's try this. There you go. I'm pretty and cute, and you can actually see me now at more than one frame a second. So we might have had a quick spin-up tornado out here just east of Kilgore a couple minutes ago. We'll go back over to the which way the wind is blowing mode. And again, this is... I'm going to let this loop back. You can see this was back initially when it was issued as the circulation was crossing over 135. There was definitely an area of spin here. We had winds moving away or towards the radar about 20, moving away about 20. If this storm was in close proximity of the cool front, there may have been a little bit of enhanced what we call vorticity in the low levels, which could have allowed a brief tornado to occur. Again, this is not a case where I think we're going to have a tornado down for long periods of time. This is going to be more of a hopscotch sort of thing where, it may be down for a few seconds, up again, down for a few seconds. But we're going to watch all these storms. All these storms out here this afternoon are rotating, and we're going to be keeping a very close eye on them as they continue to move off to the east at about 25 to 30 miles per hour. So again, we do have a tornado warning for southern Gregg and central Rusk counties, north central Rusk counties, until 4 p.m. this afternoon, which means you need to take your tornado safety precautions if you are in these areas. It's going to be lowest floor, center room, away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Hard sole shoes and a helmet if you got one handy. If not, hey, it's all right. Just give us a few minutes of your time. We'll get you on your way this afternoon. We're going to be keeping an eye out for some of these other storms as well. We do note multiple individual storms trying to go up with little areas of circulation. Watching that storm near Henderson, watching that storm northeast of Alto. And of course, we're having to watch this storm east of Kilgore and east of Overton. Again, all these are rotating thunderstorms with pockets of weak rotation. And, the question's going to be, are we going to be dealing with, multiple tornado warnings today, or are these storms going to mostly just be spinning aloft and behaving themselves? If they're spinning aloft, that's fine. If they're, creating tornadoes in low level rotation, that's clearly more of an issue. So that's why we're here right now. We have a tornado warning until 4 p.m. Well, we did. It's gone. Looks like it may not be gone. Now I just turned the box off because I'm a derp. So again, tornado warning until 4 p.m. And this is going to be for southern Gregg and northwestern Rusk counties in eastern North Texas. Now, let's see if I can't show you the tornado outlook for today. Okay, here's the severe weather outlook, at least, close enough. We do have a risk of isolated to scattered severe thunderstorms over the next several hours through about maybe 8 to 9 p.m. This is going to be across the Piney Woods of East Texas, the Golden Triangle, Southeast Texas. This includes places, we had tornado warnings the other day. This includes places like Hemp Hill, Zavala, Jasper, Kirbyville, Buna, Lumberton, Beaumont, Port Arthur, Liberty, Anahawk, Little City, down to Galveston, even back into the Houston Metro, Livingston, Lufkin, Nacogdoches, Carthage. The potential for isolated to scattered severe storms capable of producing maybe a couple of tornadoes and localized damaging straight line winds. So that's why we're here right now. I'll switch you back to the Texas view, and you can see most of the state is getting gusty north winds now. We've got Crashy, the cold front, blasting in. That's what's helping to create these thunderstorms. This initial arcing line of storms out here, that's the cold front. And you can see behind it, dry, continentally cold air coming in from the northwest. If I turn temperatures on here, you'll be able to see that it's pretty chilly as this cool front continues to move southeast. It's in the 60s and 70s along I-20 from the Big Country, Permian Basin, North Texas. Temperatures falling into the 50s in the Panhandle. Up into Oklahoma, it's going to be cold tonight. Here's wind chills. Well, we don't even really have any. It's wind chill of 43 northwest of Dalhart. So consider this your first real good cold front of the fall season across the state. And yes, even those of you in Corpus where it's 95, 95 in Brownsville, 98 in Zapata, it's going to be 20 to 30 degrees cooler by this time tomorrow, so y'all are going to enjoy that. But we've got to deal with some of these angry storms first. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be for a storm farther south, and that is going to be down here coming up on Woodville. This is a severe storm showing a pretty decent hail signature now. As it moves off to the southeast, a bit of rotation as well in the mid-levels. We're going to have to keep a close eye on that, but at the moment, this storm is capable of producing hail up to 1 inch in diameter, along with localized damaging winds over 60 miles an hour, potentially a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning. So Woodville, this storm's coming in down Highway 287. Get ready. Could have some hail here in Woodville in the next 15 minutes or so. Otherwise, we'll be watching all these storms individually. This tornado warning up here east of Kilgore. Kilgore, you're clear. Longview, you're never in this, but you're clear. Those of you in Henderson, it's storming, it's pouring. You're not dealing with any issues. We're still watching this storm near Lakeport, and I'll be honest, whatever circulation was here earlier is not really showing up all that well anymore. That doesn't mean we don't necessarily have anything going on. I just can't really show you a visual, coherent signature. So that's good news, meaning if we have something going down here right now, it would likely be brief. Now, the good news is the tornado warning was just canceled by the National Weather Service in Shreveport, so the tornado warning has been canceled now for Gregg and Rusk counties in East Texas and Northeast Texas. So that is good news. So again, the tornado warning has been canceled. We have no tornado warnings at this time. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for this angry-looking storm down here approaching Woodville, and that storm's going to be moving southeast at about 30 to 35 miles per hour with the potential of large hail. and localized damaging wind gusts. So what we're going to do is, as we continue to monitor these storms, I'm going to let y'all watch the Texas Weather Center feed, and we're going to be back here at 4 p.m. with your next Texas Severe Weather Update. And we'll be back here if something happens before then, and it might. But again, we're going to be keeping a close eye on things this afternoon. We'll be back at 4 p.m. with your next Texas Severe Weather Update. If we end up having an issue where we have a tornado warning issue before 4 p.m., we'll be back before that point. But until then, we'll keep an eye on the sky and we'll stay weather aware.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Panola and Rusk County in Texas. A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Jasper and Tyler County in Texas.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome aboard the Texas Storm Chasers Weather Express. I'm your host, Baldy-in-Chief and moving van driver, David Reimer. Yes, I am actually packing and moving while doing severe weather coverage. Let me tell you, not advisable, not fun, not what I wanted to do today, but God has a sense of humor. Let's go ahead and get updated here at 4 p.m. We've got Crashy the cold front moving south across the state. We've got north winds and dropping temperatures along the north of at this point, Eagle Pass, San Antonio, Bryan College Station, almost to Nacogdoches up to Texarkana. Behind that, we got gusty north winds, mostly clear skies outside of some cloud cover right behind the front, and dropping temperatures, a much drier air mass coming into play with a major wildfire threat on Wednesday across, well, really the southeastern half of Texas. Right now, though, we're live because we do have the potential for some severe weather issues. The National Weather Service and Storm Prediction Center did just issue a tornado watch for east and southeast Texas. I will pull that up here on a graphic and show y'all this tornado watch that is in effect until 10 p.m. this evening. So here you go. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you want it to be. Here's your tornado watch until 10 p.m. This does include East Texas, the Toledo Bend Reservoir, the Piney Woods of East Texas, the Golden Triangle. This does not include Interstate 45. This does not include the city of Houston. This does include places like Port Arthur, Beaumont, Woodville, Jasper, Lufkin, the Toledo Bend Reservoir, up to Marshall, to Louisiana. Again, the possibility of a couple tornadoes does exist along with localized damaging wind gusts. So, here is what the radar looks like right now. We do have a broken line of scattered strong to severe thunderstorms now from Texarkana, just west of Carthage, all the way down to Woodville, the city of Houston, back west on I-10 to near Gonzales. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these storms, see how we're doing here in the stormy department. And again, Houston, it is storming, it is pouring, it is angry, angry rain. But right now, there is no severe weather in the city of Houston outside of the potential of localized heavy rain, gusty winds, and quite a bit of cloud-to-ground lightning. Can't guarantee it's going to completely stay that way, so we'll keep an eye on these storms as they continue to move east. We've got some strong storms from Conroe up to Cold Spring and Livingston. And then we have a severe thunderstorm. This severe thunderstorm is over the city of Woodville now, capable of dropping quarter-size hail, 1 inch in diameter, along with localized damaging winds over 60 miles per hour. That storm's moving southeast, east-southeast at about 25 to 30 miles an hour, which means those of you in Kirbyville, 5 p.m., heads up, you've got stormies on the way. Tornado warning now. Stand by. We do have a new tornado warning now. This is going to include the community of Mount Enterprise. So let's make sure we get our Facebook stream going again and continue with our live severe weather coverage with a tornado warning. Stand by. All right, I'm Texas Storm Chasers Baldy-in-Chief David Reimer back now with a new tornado warning. 4:03 p.m. This is a tornado warning now for the city of Mount Enterprise, north central Nacogdoches County, northwest Shelby County, southeastern Rusk County until 4:30 p.m. At 4:03 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 9 miles north of Trawick or 19 miles north of Nacogdoches, moving east at 40 miles per hour. This tornado warning does include the city of Mount Enterprise, includes Garrison, Stockman, and Tipson. This is a tornado warning, meaning you need to take your tornado safety precautions now. Lowest floor, center room, away from windows, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Again, a tornado warning now for Highway 84 from the city of Mount Enterprise east to Tipson. This includes Highway 59 from Tipson down to Garrison. And this also does include Highway 259 around the city of Mount Enterprise. We'd advise no travel between Mount Enterprise and Tipson at this time, as a dangerous thunderstorm capable of producing a spin-up tornado is near the city of Mount Enterprise. Switching over to the which way the wind is blowing mode, here we go. Ho, ho, ho. The area of circulation southwest of Mount Enterprise by a few miles, barely a few miles southwest of Mount Enterprise. That's going to be moving off to the east at about 40 miles per hour. I don't know what that was. It is what it is. I've been moving boxes since 7 a.m. It's a long day. So again, Mount Enterprise, tornado warning. That's going to be moving east, paralleling Highway 84, a bit south of the highway for now. Moving towards Highway 59 and Tipson. If you're in Garrison, Tipson, Mount Enterprise, Garrison, please take your tornado safety precautions. Lowest floor, center room, away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. So, thank you to those joining us. A little bit stronger circulation there on the latest scan. There you go. You can see we've got a pretty decent area of spin southwest of Mount Enterprise, coming up on Highway 259. This is probably only about 2 to 3 miles south of Mount Enterprise. That's going to be moving east at 40, so a pretty good clip. So those of you from Mount Enterprise, south of town on Highway 259, all the way out east to Highway 59, out in Garrison, Tipson, and Stockman, go ahead and take your tornado safety precautions. That'll be lowest floor, center room, away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Back over to the how hard it's raining mode. You can see we definitely do have a little area of spinny mischief down here. Southwest of Mount Enterprise, you can see that little inflow notch where we have warm, unstable air being sucked into the parent updraft. On the back side, we have that rear flank downdraft coming on down to play. And with that, your area of circulation coming up on Highway 259, about 3 miles south of Mount Enterprise, moving east at 40 miles per hour. So again, we need folks to be in a safe place. In the event we have a spin-up tornado occur. Severe thunderstorm northeast of Mount Enterprise on Highway 315. That storm has the potential of producing large hail, localized damaging winds, moving southeast towards Gary City and Tenaha. Logansport on the north side at Toledo Bend Reservoir. Watching this storm east of St. Augustine approaching the middle of the Toledo Bend Reservoir. Going to watch that in case it tries to develop any rotation. And then we have other storms that are so far behaving for now. One near Nacogdoches, southwest of Appleby. One just northwest of Dibble. And then we've got storms in southeast Texas and the Golden Triangle. One nasty-looking storm near Woodville. Starting to show a little bit more of a wind signature aloft now. We're going to watch that as it moves southeast at about 30 miles an hour towards Kirbyville. There is the potential that storm could go into an increased low-level rotation, which would result in the increasing possibility of a tornado warning. So, beyond that, let's take a look what's going on down south. Houston, it is storming, it is pouring, it is going, we got storms going on all over Houston right now, but none of them are severe. We do have heavy rain, cloud-to-ground lightning, gusty winds. We're going to be on the lookout for some street flooding, but again, not dealing with any super-duper strong storms in Houston right now. Weather Service does have a tornado watch in effect for, well, really the Toledo Bend Reservoir, the Piney Woods of East Texas, down into the Golden Triangle until 9 p.m. Central. Hopefully we'll be done before that. Die ball, thank you. So, again, severe storm southeast of Woodville, moving southeast towards Highway 96, Buna up to Kirbyville. We've got a storm capable of producing a brief spin-up tornado. That is now going to be southeast of the city of Mount Enterprise, moving east at about 40. Still a pocket of rotation there. It's not super-duper awesome blossom strong, but it is certainly capable of producing maybe a spin-up tornado. And again, if we have one little baby tornado today, it comes down your street and takes your roof, it is going to be a bad day for you. So we do encourage you to pay attention and take action if you come under threat and are placed under a severe weather warning this afternoon. This is not going to be a long day where we're going to be doing this until 10 o'clock. This crashy the cold front is pushing on south pretty darn quick today, and with that, line of storms is going to be going woof, way out into the Gulf in Louisiana, probably by 8 to 9 p.m., if not before. So Beyond that, guess what? Northwestern two-thirds of Texas behind this cold front. Strong north winds. Temperatures are dropping. It's going to be a cold night. And then tomorrow, cool. Tomorrow night, even cooler. Hard freeze up in the Panhandle, West Texas. Temperatures well down to the 20s. We're looking at a frost across the western half of Texas by Thursday morning and Friday morning with temperatures in the 30s and 40s statewide by Friday morning, with the exception of the immediate coast and deep South Texas. Y'all will stick it out in the low to mid 50s, which is still quite a bit more cool than what you've been dealing with lately, where it's almost 100 degrees right now in Laredo. 30 degrees cooler coming up, 40 degrees cooler coming up by, 40 to 45 degrees cooler by Thursday and Friday morning. So, let's talk about why yippity-yappity doing here. Let's talk about why I'm here at 4:10 p.m. on this, the 28th of October. Yippity-yapping when I should be taping up moving boxes. We've got a couple of severe storms, including one tornado warning across East Texas down into the Toledo Bend Reservoir and the Golden Triangle. It's going to be a severe storm southwest of Carthage, west of Gary City, moving east. That has hail. Watching a storm just southeast of Mount Enterprise now that has a bit of low-level rotation. Tornado warning for Tipson and Garrison. If you are in the city of Mount Enterprise, you are clear. This is now east of Mount Enterprise by a few miles. So along and west of 259, you're clear near Mount Enterprise. We are starting to see a new storm develop with some increasing rotation. Good call to meteorologist Jason Cooley for pointing this one out. And this is going to be near Cleveland, northeast of Conroe, northwest of Cleveland. We're starting to see a bit of rotation develop with this thunderstorm northeast of Cut-and-Shoot. That's going to be moving off to the east, due east. So this east-southeast. So this is going to be passing a bit close to Cleveland. Again, starting to see weak low-level rotation with this thunderstorm. Now, that does not mean a tornado is imminent. Doesn't mean we have one right now, but we're keeping an eye on it. We have Storm Chaser Jaime, known as Storm Chaser Houston. He is in the area up here on Highway 59 to intercept Interstate 69 as well. 69, 49, 49, 69, 49. I don't know. I'm too dyslexic. It's been a long day of moving boxes. So either way, Highway 59, we have Storm Chaser Houston up here, ready to give us a visual and intercept these storms. We'll see what he is able to show us here in a little bit. Otherwise, we do have a severe thunderstorm with a new tornado warning.
A new tornado warning has been issued for Tyler County in Texas.
New tornado warning now. And this is going to be for the storm southeast of Woodville. So this is now going to be a tornadic thunderstorm moving southeast from Woodville near Hilster. This is now a tornado warning, and I see exactly why. Let's go ahead and see which is the closest radar here. Yeah, by far. So let's take a look.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Nacogdoches, San Augustine, and Shelby County
Southeastern
in Texas.
Tyler County, not the city, Tyler County and the Golden Triangle. This is a tornado warning now until 4:45 p.m. A possible tornado is located near Warren, moving southeast at 25 miles an hour. This is going to be near Spurger at 4:20 p.m., near Fred at 4:25 p.m. His tornado warning also includes Ivanhoe and Hillister. I'll turn the audio down, thank you. I'll hear the warnings now over my headphones at least. So again, this is going to be a tornado warning, and yeah, pretty good circulation with this one. Up north, the Kilgore storm earlier, the Mount Enterprise storm, you know, we weren't seeing too much strong rotation. They were rotating, but they weren't super duper strong. This one has definitely got more of a signature with it. We've got winds moving towards the radar in Lake Charles, Louisiana at about 30 miles an hour. We've got winds moving away at 40. So this one's got a pretty good circulation with it now. Southeast of Woodville, And this one definitely is the strongest storm of the day I've seen so far with this dangerous storm. So again, a tornado warning now for southeastern Tyler County in the Golden Triangle. This does include the community of Fred, Spurger, Hillister, southeast of Woodville. So again, this storm also has the potential of producing golf ball size hail and the potential for a tornado. So we're going to keep a very close eye on this storm as it moves off to the southeast at about, what do they got at 25? And you can see the latest scan there, even stronger. So this thing continues to ramp up now. A area of strong rotation now being detected with this thunderstorm. This is going to be due east of Hillister by about 3 miles. Let me see if we can't get some roads on here. So again, this is a area of what I would call very strong rotation now, east of Hillister. We'll do a probe of it in just a second. I want to get some roads on here, and then we'll go back north. I want to give each tornado warning its respective time allowance. This is going to be near FM 1013 and County Road 4490. This is going to be east of Highway 69 by about 3 miles east of Hillister. Woodville, this is moving away from you. This is moving towards Fred. So Fred, this is going to be moving southeast towards you. And again, this storm is now showing continued intensification. We've got winds moving towards the radar now at nearly 60 miles an hour, moving away at 40. So we were at 70 miles an hour. We're now up to almost 100 mile per hour shear here. So the threat of a tornado is increasing with this dangerous thunderstorm. East of Hillister, southeast of Woodville, moving southeast towards the community of Fred in Tyler County here in the Golden Triangle. So definitely a dangerous storm. Those of you from Magnolia Springs, Kirbyville, Besme, down to Buna, go ahead and start getting ready for this storm, as if it continues, it will be impacting y'all out here in Jasper County, southern Jasper County, in the next 30 to 45 minutes. Let's go back to our other tornado warned storm. And again, we do have multiple severe storms out here now, from Carthage to Gary City, west of Tipson to Nacogdoches. If I'm not talking about your storm, that's a good thing. We're focusing on the most intense storms out here. But again, we do have this storm now on the southeast side of Nacogdoches, showing a pretty good hail core. Going to keep an eye out for areas of rotation with this as well. If the area of rotation with this storm increases, we may see a tornado warning issued for portions of Nacogdoches and St. Augustine counties. But for now, this is a severe storm warning, not a tornado warning. Weather Service has canceled the tornado warning east of Mount Enterprise. The tornado warning for Nacogdoches, Shelby, and Rusk counties has been canceled. At this point, that area of rotation has weakened sufficiently, but there are storms still out here, so we need to keep a very close eye on it, and that is exactly what we're going to do. So let's go back down. I want to take a look at some of these storms out here north of Houston. We are watching this storm west of Cleveland for area of rotation. That is not as evident as it was a few minutes ago, thankfully, so that is good. And we are keeping an eye on these other storms around Houston as well. Looks like a little bit of a hailer west of Liberty, moving east towards Liberty at about 30 miles an hour. That's going to be north of Barrett and Highway 90, moving east towards Liberty. East at about 30 miles an hour, so Liberty, this will be near y'all by 4:40 p.m. Central Time, with the potential of maybe a bit of hail. Otherwise, Houston, it's storming, it's pouring. It is not the nicest day to be driving out here, but nothing severe with this activity at the moment, which means no big-time issues.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Sabina County in Louisiana, Sabina County in Texas.
Okay, so that's going to be for the storm over the central Toledo Bend Reservoir. This is going to be north of Millam, north of Highway 21. And I'll tell you now, this thing does have a bit of a hook with it, so we'll watch it carefully. This is about to cross over to Toledo Bend into Louisiana, but those of you north of 21, near 87, north of Millam, keep an eye on this storm as it moves over the reservoir here over the next 10 minutes and east into Louisiana. Severe storm east of Nacogdoches, east sides of town with hail, Bit of rotation with this as well. We're going to need to keep an eye on it. The Weather Service is as well. If this storm is able to intensify much more in the rotation department, they may elect to put a tornado warning on this. So we could definitely have a tornado warning issued soon for this storm running east on Highway 21 towards Melrose and Chirino. So we'll keep an eye on that. Otherwise, again, the only storm with a tornado warning on in the state of Texas right now is this nasty, nasty looking supercell south of FM 1013 east, well, near County Road 4490. That is a nasty looking storm with a well-defined hail core, well-defined hook echo. And again, we are seeing indications of this storm producing very strong rotation.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for DeSoto County in Louisiana, Panola, and Shelby County in Texas.
Okay, so we're keeping a close eye on that. So let's take a look. This is the which way the wind's blowing mode, and again, coming up here at 4:20 p.m., we have winds moving towards the radar in Lake Charles at about 30, winds moving away at about 40 to 45. So we were at 70 earlier. We went up to 100. We're back down to 70. So that's good, but definitely does not mean this thing is, donezo. Well-defined supercell still. Taking a look at the inflow notch, you can see we have a well-defined storm here. We've got hail up on FM 1013. That's going to be east of Hillister, just west of Spurger. This storm moving southeast at about 30 miles per hour. And eventually is going to be crossing Highway 96 between Buna and Kirbyville. But until then, we have to get it past Fred. So this storm is heading southeast towards Fred with the potential of large hail, damaging winds, and yes, even a tornado and enough cloud-to-ground lightning to make you want to go hide. So let's take a look. And again, we got severe thunderstorm warnings out the wazoo now across East Texas, the Toledo Bend Reservoir, down into the Golden Triangle. So, big thank you to our moderators who have jumped on at the very last minute, just like me, if it makes you feel better, helping us out in the chats. We are live on Facebook, we're live on X, we're live on the YouTubes, and that's part of our policy to go live on as many things as we can when we have tornado warnings here in the state of Texas. Those of you watching on YouTube, a big thank you for joining us. Thank you for clicking that like button to help us spread the word about these dangerous storms. It helps with the algorithm. And of course, a big thank you to those as well who have been sending in super chats and stickers. Definitely appreciate it. My U-Haul appreciate it tomorrow for the gas bill, that's for sure. So let's take a look at the statewide view real quick, show you what we have going on. We've got storms moving across the northwestern, let me rephrase that, a cold front that has moved across the northwestern two-thirds of Texas, gusty north winds, line of scattered storms now. From Gonzales to CLE, we have storms in Houston as well. Severe storms now approaching the Louisiana state line. One storm southeast of Woodville with a possible tornado. We've got a storm northeast of Millam with hail, a storm east of Nacogdoches with hail. We've got a storm near Tipson with some lightning, heavy rain, gusty winds. That storm was tornado warned earlier. The tornado warning has been canceled because the rotation has weakened. And then we have storms in northeast Texas about to move into Louisiana. So Texarkana, you're done. Mount Pleasant, you're done. Tyler, you're done. Longview, you're done. Crockett, Huntsville, you're done. Brenham, you're done. San Antonio, you're done. And then you can see, again, these storms are all moving east-southeast at 25 to 30 miles per hour. So we're not having to deal with these very long. And once the threat has ended at your location, you're going to end up with gusty northwest winds. So, let's get back to it. Again, only one tornado warning right now, and it's for this storm southeast of Woodville, and it's a big, bad, very mad-looking thing. Definitely a lot of rotation aloft with this storm. Again, this is the only storm with a tornado warning. If you want to know what's going on with the storm near you that we're not talking about, free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app or the Texas Storm Chasers website. Just and the radar's in there. You can also watch our coverage in the app. We have a what we call a gate-to-gate couplet now. That rotation's become much tighter and increased. We're back up to about 80 miles an hour. To 90 miles an hour here. And notice how the couplet, or the circulation, is now bright red against bright green. And that's what we call gate to gate. So confidence increasing here. We could have a tornado either developing or down. We are not seeing any indications of tornado debris being lofted right now, but even if we don't have a tornado, we have very damaging winds. And I'll tell you what, this thing is wound up, timed her ticks behind. Look at that hook right there. That thing is just wrapping around like a ballerina or a skater bringing their arms in. You know, if my arms are out like this and I'm going row your boat, you know, rotate around the tree, you know, it's not as strong as if I bring my arms in and I'm rotating faster and then I'm puking by the side of the tree for rotating too fast. So, and the principle here is this storm is wound up, and that is increasing the potential of producing, one, damaging straight line winds, and two, a tornado. This is a very well organized and dangerous storm that could have a tornado developing with it now about, let's say 5 miles southeast of Hillister, 5 to 6 miles southeast of Hillister. That's going to be only about 7 miles northwest of Fred, about 7 miles southwest of Spurger, out here in southeastern Tyler County in the Golden Triangle. So, with that in mind, this is a dangerous storm that eventually could impact Buna. Buna, by 5:15 p.m., this dangerous storm could be near you, and if it's still producing a tornado, that's just not going to be good news. Let's talk about what's going on in the Houston metro. Storm south side of Houston, from near Fresno to Pasadena to Baytown, not severe. Heavy rain, cloud to ground lightning, gusty winds. Storms around Cleveland. We got a storm west side of Cleveland, cloud to ground lightning, small hail, gusty winds, and then a storm just east of Oak Ridge North, west of Woodbranch here near 242, a bit south. Seeing a little bit of hail with that, and a little bit of rotation. We're going to switch to a different radar. Not seeing as much rotation from this radar, thankfully. It looks like the cold front's about to catch up to the storm, which would decrease the tornado threat. But we'll keep a close eye on it. And by far, we are concerned about this storm southeast of Woodville, moving towards Fred and Spurger, and eventually towards Besme and Buna on Highway 96 out in portions of southern Jasper County. Farther north, Toledo Bend Reservoir, we've got a severe storm now that is trying to wind up as it approaches the Toledo Bend Reservoir here on Highway 6. Would not rule this thing out trying to go tornadic as it moves over the reservoir into Sabine Parish, Louisiana. So Fisher in Florin, Louisiana, keep an eye out. This thing may try to go tornadic on you. This thing may try to put a water spout down over the reservoir. We'll see. Either way, it's going to be out of Texas here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Watching the storm east of Nacogdoches, riding down Highway 21, the potential for quarter to $half size hail, localized damaging winds over 50 to 60 miles an hour, heavy rain, cloud to ground lightning, no tornado at this time. Up towards Tenaha, Gary City, Tipson. Watching this storm carefully. It was tornado warned earlier, but has weakened. The rotation has weakened for now. We're still keeping a very close eye on it, though, as storms are, well, living, breathing, in the sense that they're always changing. There's always something going on. So we're keeping an eye on it. But again, no tornado warnings across no tornado warnings across the Piney Woods of East Texas right now. We do have a tornado warning for this thunderstorm moving southeast towards Highway 96 in Buna, currently in southeastern Tyler County near the community of Fred. Those of you along Highway 69, you're clear from this tornado warning. You may have some other storms try to come in from the west over the next hour or two, but Woodville, you're good. Hillister, you're good. Warren, you're good. If you are in Fred, you need to be in a safe place. Your tornado safety precautions, that'll be the lowest floor, center room, away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Hard sole shoes and a helmet if you got one handy. Really don't want folks taking shelter in a mobile home, a travel trailer, or a vehicle. So, again, this is a tornado warning until 4:45 p.m. For southeastern Tyler County in the Golden Triangle. Storm's going to be eventually making its way down into central and southern Jasper County and the Golden Triangle, and eventually may pose a direct threat to the community of Buna and Besme by 5 p.m. to 5:10 p.m. So y'all go ahead and start getting ready if you're on Highway 96 around Buna, to northeast of Evedale, east of Silsby. Start getting ready. This thing's heading your way. Make sure we're not missing anything. All right. So we have one tornado warning, southeastern Tyler County in the Golden Triangle, not to be confused with the city of Tyler. Up north, we do have multiple storms with hail, strong winds, heavy rain, producing severe thunderstorm warnings. There are no other tornado warnings right now, just one, and that's for this storm that is moving southeast towards Highway 96 and Buna. Now, I'm going to switch to a different product here, show you what's going on with the satellite. I'll turn the satellite off now. You can see we got plenty of storms. We've got severe thunderstorm warnings galore for hail and gusty to strong winds. We are monitoring multiple storms for areas of weak rotation, but only one storm at the moment is actually capable of producing a tornado with a tornado warning on it, and that's going to be southeastern Tyler County moving towards Jasper County. And for those wondering if this kind of popped out of the blue, kind of. We started watching this a little bit yesterday. We were watching it a little more this morning, and then it ramped up after morning data suggested a higher amount of low-level wind shear was going to be in place this afternoon in the Golden Triangle and southeast Texas, and voila, here you go. Now we're dealing with this. You know, it's always when you've got other stuff going on, right? Trust me, it's not a problem that is unique to you. It happens to us all, myself included. So, we've got a lot of thunderstorms with this cold front that's quickly moving southeast across East Texas, the Golden Triangle, the coastal plains, and southeast Texas. Behind this front, strong north winds, falling temperatures, coldest air of the season. So enjoy it, because it's about to get pretty chilly across Texas. The next several mornings are going to be quite cold in comparison to what we have had for the last several months. I'd say this is probably our first real big cold front of the fall, in the sense that it's going all the way to Mexico. Yes, even those of you down in Brownsville, McAllen, the Texas Gulf Coast, Laredo, Corpus Christi, it's your time to shine, because the humidity is going to be the lowest it's been in probably 5 or 6 months. And yes, it's actually going to be pretty chilly by Friday morning, with temperatures down the 40s to low 50s in the Rio Grande Valley. 20s in the Panhandle in West Texas, and, probably 30s across the western half of Texas Friday morning with frost down to the hill country. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's go ahead and continue on here with our overstimulated, caffeinated, severe weather coverage. The reason we're here talking live with you is a tornado warning. This is until 4:45 p.m. for southeastern Tyler County here in the Golden Triangle. It's going to be a tornado warning for the potential of a tornado approaching the community of Fred in southeastern Tyler County. This is well east of Highway 69 at this point. Woodville, you're fine. Hillister, you're good. Warren to Village Mills, you're good. You're going to have storms, maybe, but you're good from this storm. This storm's moving towards Fred in the next 5 minutes, and after that, Buna and Besme on Highway 96 by probably 5:10 p.m. if it's still producing a tornado threat. Even if it's not, heavy rain, lightning, strong winds. So we're live on the Texas Storm Chasers website. We're live in the Texas Storm Chasers mobile app. We are live and ready to go to bring you severe weather coverage and whatever marketing stuff I'm supposed to say. I don't have the marketing bug in me. What can I say? I honestly hate it. But, life, you have to do things you hate sometimes. So I'm just here to try to tell folks what's going on in a manner folks find entertaining, reliable, and, you know, I'm just doing the best I can. So let's continue on with it. I am Texas Storm Chasers Baldy-in-Chief David Reimer. Thanks for popping in. We're here for severe storms. East Texas, the Piney Woods, the Golden Triangle, the Toledo Bend Reservoir, down into southeast Texas. Now, we are monitoring storms capable of producing hail up to the size of quarters, maybe a wee bit bigger, localized damaging wind gusts over 60 miles an hour, and heavy rainfall, cloud-to-ground lightning. We do have a tornado warning down here in southeastern Tyler County, not to be confused with Tyler, Texas, the town. And that's going to be near the community of Fred. Press that. There we go. So, if you're in Fred, you need to be in a safe place in southeastern Tyler County. If you are down to places like Buna to Besme on Highway 96 down in Jasper County, start getting ready. This thing's heading your way. It's this nasty thing with a big red, very mad, blinky box of doom. Otherwise, we have several less ominous but still problematic orange boxes of blinkiness across East Texas, down into the Toledo Bend Reservoir, the Piney Woods of East Texas. We've got a storm now over Highway 21, Melrose, moving towards Chirlino and St. Augustine. That could have quarter-size hail, strong winds, heavy rain, lightning. We've got a storm over Tenaha, now east of Tipson, moving over Highway 96. That could have nickel to quarter-size hail, localized damaging winds, heavy rain. And then we've got a few remaining showers and storms from near Gray to Uncertain to Leah, west of Wascom, down to DeBerry and Carthage. It'll be out of there in the next 10 minutes. These storms are booking it off to the east. And once you have strong northwest winds and the temperatures drop 20 degrees, your threat of severe storms is over, and you get crashy the cold front time. Otherwise, down in Houston, yes, y'all have some storms down south sides of Houston, making a mockery of Hobby's air operations. We've got a storm near Roman Forest trying to make a mockery of Intercontinental's operations. So we got storms on the south side of Houston. We have storms on the north side of Houston. All the storms are moving southeast, and the storms around Houston right now are at least behaving with no tornadoes, no quarter-size hail or larger, and no damaging wind gusts over 60 miles per hour. But we'll keep an eye on it over the next hour or two. So let's get back to it, and the reason we're doing live coverage here. Tornado warning, southeastern Tyler County. Now, we're coming up to a decision point here the Weather Service is going to have to make. Are we going to get a tornado warning downstream, down into parts of northeastern Hardin and central and southern Jasper counties, down here in the Golden Triangle? We're going to have to wait and see on that, but the potential certainly exists. They may end up issuing a tornado warning for this storm as it moves off to the southeast at about 30 miles per hour. Those of you in Buna, start getting ready. Either way, you're going to be in for a rough thunderstorm, but the potential certainly exists that this thing could indeed, yes, still be capable of producing a tornado by the time it gets down to Highway 96 in Buna between 5:10 and 5:20 p.m. We do note a relatively well-defined inflow notch does continue with this thunderstorm. I'll try to put some roads on here for y'all. And this is going to be coming up on FM 1943 near Fred very shortly.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Sabina County in Louisiana, Sabina County in Texas.
So FM 1943 here in southeastern Tyler County. It's coming up to that. We've got a circulation definitely still evident here. We're not seeing any indications of a tornado down in terms of, a bona fide debris signature. We're not seeing indications that we have a something down in the sense of getting reports from people, but we do have a storm capable of producing a tornado coming up on FM 1943 near the community of Fred. After that, this storm's going to be moving southeast towards Buna and Besme on Highway 96 in Jasper County. We're going to have to see what the Weather Service decides to do. Are we going to get a tornado warning for that? Are they going to go severe thunderstorm warning? What are they going to do? Well, we're going to find out here because we're here to chat about it with you. So, latest velocity scan came in. You can see we still have an area of circulation. We got winds moving towards the radar at about 40. We got winds moving away at about 40, about 80 mile an hour shear. Indications are this storm is becoming better organized. The rotation.
A new tornado warning has been issued for Hardin, Jasper, and Tyler County in Texas.
The rotation is increasing in intensity. The how hard it's raining mode suggests the circulation's intensifying. And the National Weather Service in Lake Charles has now extended the tornado warning downstream to include portions of northeastern Hardin, Jasper, and southeastern Tyler counties in the Golden Triangle. So we're going to be taking a close look at that in just a minute. There you go. Big red, very mad, blinky box of doom. And that's going to be your tornado warning until 5:15 p.m. Central Time for southeastern Tyler, northeastern Hardin, and southeastern Jasper counties until 5:15 p.m. At 4:39 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located just southwest of the community of Fred near FM 1943. That's going to be moving off to the southeast at 25 miles an hour. This is going to be near Caney Head by 4:45 p.m. Otherwise, this storm's going to be in fairly rural areas of northeastern Hardin County, staying northeast to 69 and 287, moving southeast towards Buna, Besme, Highway 96. This is going to be moving towards Farm to Market 1004, County Road 701, northwestern parts of western parts of Jasper County, northwest of Buna. So, we'll continue to bring you live severe weather coverage here on the Texas Storm Chasers while my better half continues to pack up the house. Which is unfortunate for, well, probably me as we go down the road. So, let me make sure we are streaming. That's fine. There we go. So, again, this is going to be a tornado warning now for a circulation near Fred in southeastern Tyler County. Let me show you, we have no other tornado warnings right now. We definitely do have storms capable of producing hail, strong winds, cloud to ground, lightning galore. We've got storms over the south sides of the Houston metro, moving east-southeast from Iowa Colony to Manville to Pearland up to LaPorte and Baytown. We could have some winds near 55 miles an hour near Friendswood. Coming up to Webster, I-45, southeast of Loop 8. We'll keep an eye on that. That's starting to get a little potent in the wind department. No signs of tornadic activity with this, just some gusty winds, lightning, heavy rain. And then a leading edge of the cold front now, moving into northwestern Harris County from near Spring, Splendora, down through Jersey Village, just north of Katy, back west to Highway 90 and Eagle Lake. You'll know the cold front's there because the winds will be gusting northwest at 40. Back up into the Piney Woods of East Texas and the Toledo Bend Reservoir storm. Boy, right over the reservoir now. That thing's probably trying to get tornadic, but that is a Louisiana storm now moving into parts of Sabine Parish, Louisiana. away from Texas. We have a severe storm near Torino on Highway 21. Little bit of rotation with this storm. Definitely the potential for some damaging winds with that as it moves off to the east at 45 miles an hour. Quarter-size hail, 1 inch in diameter, localized damaging winds over 50 to 60 miles an hour. We'll keep an eye on that storm. And then we've got a storm producing heavy rain, gusty winds, maybe some small hail from near the town of Center, up 7 to Logansport, and up Highway 59 to Tenaha. That storm's moving off to the east. Once those storms make it east of you, you're done with the threat of storms. And then all you have to deal with is gusty northwest winds from Crashy the cold front. Otherwise, we are going to be keeping an eye on the Golden Triangle for a couple more hours with this activity. Supercell, capable of producing a tornado just south of Fred in FM 1943. This is going to be moving southeast into far northeastern parts of Newton County, northeast of Silsbee. Eventually move it southeast towards Highway 96 and Buna, maybe Evedale. So Buna, I'd be keeping a close eye on this as it moves southeast about 25 miles an hour. And again, pretty well-organized storm. You can see it's got a well-defined hook on the how hard it's raining mode. We have a hail core here near, just east of the community of Fred. The which way the wind's blowing mode, we have a circulation here. It's not the most organized I've seen today with this. It's not, bright green against bright red, which would be a tighter, more organized circulation. This is more of a broad, the storm has its arms out and is going whee around a tree versus and lofting a tree halfway to New Orleans. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that, as this could try to become more organized at any time and produce a tornado. Regardless, we have damaging straight-line winds. We have heavy rain. We've got probably some small hail. So, yes, that is what we have going on right now. I'll go ahead, switch back to the state view. We're going to knock this down to an hour. I'm going to turn the satellite off and let y'all look at the radar without satellite and just show you what we have going on. Again, we've got storms southeast Texas moving east-southeast, most of those right now. Lightning, brief heavy rain, gusty winds, small hail. We have a tornado warning for northeastern Newton County, southern Jasper County, far southeastern Tyler County. In the Golden Triangle, that storm's capable of producing a spin-up tornado, strong winds, maybe a bit of hail. We've got storms in far east Texas now, moving towards the Toledo Bend Reservoir quickly, east of Highway 59. Those storms are capable of producing, at times, quarter-size hail and localized damaging winds. Reading over a few of these storm reports, if I can get them to work for me. We've got a report of tree limbs down on County Road 366 east of 1798, and that's 11 miles northeast of Mount Enterprise from 357. And then we've got some trees down on power line south of Driller Park and the football stadium there on the south side of Kilgore. So, that's from earlier storms. We've got a storm right over to Toledo Bend Reservoir out there in portions of Sabine Parish, Louisiana, moving towards Hornbeck and Florin, Louisiana. That thing's not looking particularly good. We've got storms west of St. Augustine. We've got storms near Tenaha. Those could have nickel to quarter size hail, 50 to 60 mile an hour winds, heavy rain, cloud-to-ground lightning. Those are moving east quickly at 30 to 50 miles an hour, so they will not be sticking around long. The only storm we have right now that is capable of producing a spin-up tornado is in southeastern Tyler County in southeast Texas / the Golden Triangle, with the potential also for some quarter-size hail and localized damaging straight-line winds over 60 miles an hour. So, folks asking why we don't cover it when it gets to Louisiana. Well, we're Texas Storm Chasers. We're Texas Weather Center. We cover 254 counties in the state of Texas. Once it gets east to the state line, we let our very well-qualified neighbors take it over and handle their territory. We try to stick to what we do best, and that is the Great Lone Star State. So, as we continue to monitor severe storms, this is not going to be an issue that we deal with all evening. In fact, storms should be out of here by 8 p.m. As A cold front continues to bring gusty northwest winds and probably the chilliest air of the fall so far to the state as a whole, heading into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday is going to be very windy with a significant fire danger threat across the state. Thursday and Friday, less windy, still chilly overnights. We're going to see a frost probably across the western half of Texas by Friday morning, with a hard freeze in the Panhandle in West Texas tonight, tomorrow night, into Friday morning, with temperatures falling well down into the 20s. Everyone else, though, 30s western half of the state by Friday morning. We're expecting 30s and 40s for most of Texas, outside of some 50s along the immediate Texas Gulf Coast and deep South Texas. So, the only tornado warning we have in Texas and in the United States as a whole is going to be this storm that is in far southeastern parts of Tyler County, moving into northeastern Newton County and central/southern Jasper County in far southeast Texas. Now, this storm's still rotating. The storm is shooting out enough cloud to ground lightning to make people think bad things are happening, and it could very well be happening. Rotation wise, it's become less organized a bit. That's not to say we're done. That's not to say it's over. I'm just telling you the overall rotation has weakened a bit compared to what we were seeing earlier, which is always good news. I mean, we don't want to see tornadoes or anything like that. So that does not mean, no, that the threat of issues is going to be completely over and end. We'll have to see if this storm is able to ramp back up. And, I mean, it's even possible there's a brief tornado in progress now, so we'll have to see. As this activity continues moving southeast. Otherwise, we've got some storms around Houston. They are not severe. To be severe, you have to have 58-mile-an-hour winds or higher, have quarter-size hail or larger, and you have to have, well, and or a tornado. None of that in Houston right now or around Houston. As we continue to monitor this activity. Otherwise, back out here into the Golden Triangle, tornado warning continues until 5:15 p.m. for far southeastern Tyler County, northeastern Newton County, and a sliver of western Jasper County. It's kind of where all those counties, the three counties, come together. So this is going to be a threat for damaging winds, hail, and maybe a spin-up tornado. Let's see if we can't get some roads down out here. We've got the Old Spurger Highway. We've got Timber Slough Road. We've got County Road 4700 up in Tyler County. Old Spurger Road in northeastern Newton County. You got Johns Lake Road, Cravens Camp Road, Franklin Lake Road. So again, this is now about to move into northeastern Newton County out of Tyler County. So let's give some folks a all clear from this storm. So, if you are in Fred, this is southeast of you now, you're clear. If you're in Spurger in Tyler County, you're clear. Hillister and Warren, you're clear from this storm. You do have other storms in your vicinity, though, but they are behaving at the moment. We have only one tornado warning in the state and in the United States, and that's here in parts of northeastern Newton County, western Jasper County, and far southeastern Tyler County here in the state of Texas. So, that's what we're keeping an eye on right now. And as this storm continues to move southeast at about 30 miles per hour. So, where are y'all watching from today? Drop in the chat, let us know where you're watching. Has the cold front arrived at your location yet? And how is the weather going? We're going to be keeping a very close eye on this as we continue to deal with activity. So this storm is moving southeast towards Buna, and it'll be arriving in Buna, which is in Jasper County, probably around 5:10 to 5:15 p.m. This storm is still rotating quite a bit aloft. And at the surface, well, we don't know. We haven't had any ground reports from this, which, isn't a bad thing. I mean, if nothing's going on, that's good. We have not had any reports of damage from this storm. And as it moves into Jasper County, down here in the Golden Triangle, towards Buna and Highway 96 over the next 20 minutes, we'll be keeping a close eye on it. Those of you in orange, yeah, you've got a threat of maybe a few severe storms this afternoon over the next 3 hours until this cold front passes by. We're going to be watching these storms to your northwest, but it's not a guarantee you're going to have to deal with severe weather. You are going to be getting crashy the cold front here in a couple hours, though. That will end your threat of storms and also bring much cooler weather and strong northwest winds. Let's take a look up and north. You can see that a severe storm continues now southwest of St. Augustine. Maybe some gusty winds down west on Highway 21 to Chirino and Highway 103 southwest of St. Augustine, northwest of Brutus. That storm, there's a little bit of rotation with that storm southwest of Chirino. Nothing that I'm super duper uh-oh'd at right now, but we'll keep an eye on it. Probably just some rain in St. Augustine. You can see that severe thunderstorm warning's gone too. So we are actually left with only one warning in the state of Texas right now, and that is for a possible tornado threat moving out of Tyler County, southeast of Woodville, way southeast of Woodville, now southeast of Fred, moving down towards Buna. This will stay southwest of Kirbyville. It's raining in Kirbyville. You're probably getting some rumbles of thunder, but this storm we're watching west of Besme, northwest of Buna, moving southeast towards Buna, has the potential of producing maybe a tornado, some strong winds and hail. We do note this storm is intensifying again. It looks like we are seeing an uptick in the updraft intensity. We're seeing the storm itself starting to rotate a little more organized in the mid-levels, and you can see a bit of a hail core returning along with kind of a new inflow notch. Now, looks like we have a new severe thunderstorm warning, so they may actually cancel the tornado warning here and go with a severe thunderstorm warning. Thank you, Guava Ball, for that generous super chat. Baldy the White Wizard. Huh. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but...
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Hardin, Jasper, and Tyler County in Texas.
Now, we're going to have to see what they do with this. They issued that severe thunderstorm warning kind of right along the warning for the tornadoes. They may let the tornado warning go, but they have not as of yet. So we'll just have to wait and see what they decide to do with this. But regardless, a strong to severe storm will be moving across Highway 96 and Buna and Besme in the next 20 minutes. And that's the only severe storm. If you are along and west of a line from Tenaha to Lufkin to Livingston to Spring to Sealy, you're done. Once you have gusty northwest winds and clearing skies, you are done, and the cold front will have arrived. All right, the Weather Service has gone ahead and canceled the tornado warning. So the tornado warning for Newton, Jasper, and Tyler counties has been canceled. The area of rotation we've been watching is much weaker now in the low levels, and the possibility of a tornado has decreased. So tornado warning is gone. A severe thunderstorm warning remains. And this storm will be moving towards Buna and Caney Head here over the next several minutes. And even though the tornado warning is gone, I do want to emphasize that doesn't necessarily mean we're done with this. The storm itself is actually starting to look a little better organized. And if the rotation does return or intensify again, we are definitely not out of the possibility, not out of the woods, literally, of getting a new tornado warning. But for now, that threat seems to have decreased. But that being said, the storm actually is starting to look more organized again. So we're going to have to wait and see. But for now, we have zero, zilch, nada, adios, somaswa, beaters, aim, bye-bye. We have no tornado warnings here in the Lone Star State. We have one severe thunderstorm warning, and that's for that storm northwest of Buna. Let's pop on in, take a look at the radar. You can see we've got storms from just northeast of Bonnie to Alvin to League City to Seabrook to Beach City, just west of Anahuac. Those storms, gusty winds, small hail, rain, lightning, but nothing that is considered severe. No hail over the size of quarters, 1 inch in diameter, no wind gusts over 50 miles an hour, no tornadoes. Main cold front, this line you see here from Wallace to Katy to Aldine up to Woodbrains, that's your cold front, and that's going to be your storms, or your main line of storms per se, and your main cold front. Once that passes by your location, you're done with storms and severe weather. Back up in parts of East Texas, we do have a couple of storms still trying to develop from east of Highway 59 near Zavala to St. Augustine to Center to Logansport. Those storms are moving east pretty quickly with the cold front. And we are keeping an eye on this storm that's southwest of Chirino, east of Lufkin here on Highway 103. We are starting to see a bit of increased rotation with that in the mid-levels. We're going to have to watch that carefully. So that is something where you will definitely do. Let me switch off everything real quick. I'm going to show you the high-res rapid refresh model, just to give you an idea on timing. And that'll probably answer a lot of folks' questions on where we're going to be going with this activity heading into the evening and overnight. So let me load that. We're going to load this model first to see how well it's doing as we now hit the 5 p.m. hour. So 5 p.m., it's not doing bad. It's honestly, it's doing okie dokie. So we'll let this play out. I'm going to load cloud cover as well because, well, it's kind of cute in the sense of being cute. I'm going to load this animation. Here you go. Guess what? Storms, they're going to be out of here probably by 7 to 8 p.m. Under the Gulf or Louisiana. We may have a few storms try to persist along the middle and lower Texas Gulf Coast into this evening with only a low risk of severe storms with that. So our main severe weather threat, honestly, is, well, probably been the last 2 hours. We're going to start dwindling over the next hour or two as activity continues to move east-southeast.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Nacogdoches, Sabina, and San Augustine County in Texas.
So what we're going to do here is I am going to let the Facebook streams go. Again, we stream on Facebook and X for tornado warnings, but otherwise we do stream more frequently on YouTube, and that's where the streams are going to continue here over for, well, the next little while. If we have any new tornado warnings, we will return to Facebook, but otherwise, search for Texas Storm Chasers on YouTube. You can keep watching us there on the free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app and website. All right, so those of you watching on YouTube, what we're going to do here is we're going to let this stream continue. We're going to have the radar play warnings. I'm going to be back here at 5:30 with your next Texas weather update. And if we have any more tornado warnings, I'll be back right before then. So with that being said, thanks for watching. We'll continue our weather stream here. We'll keep an eye on things back here at 5:30 p.m., but sooner if necessary.
new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Hardin, Jasper, and Orange County in Texas. A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Hardin, Jasper, and Orange County in Texas. A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Calcasieu County in Louisiana, Jasper, Newton, and Orange County in Texas. A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Calcasieu County in Louisiana, Jasper, Newton, and Orange County in Texas.
All right, good afternoon. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Baldy-in-Chief David Reimer, 5:30 p.m., the 28th of October, 2025. We are monitoring a couple of pretty rowdy thunderstorms moving across East Texas, the Piney Woods, Toledo Bend Reservoir, into southeast Texas this afternoon. We are now mostly confined to far east Texas and approaching the upper Texas Gulf Coast. Northwest of a line from about Highway 59, we're done. So northwest of a line from Victoria to Houston to Dibble and Nacogdoches, we're done. Storms moving through Houston right now. That's the last round for Houston. Houston, you're going to be done next 20 minutes, and then it's going to clear out real fast, gusty northwest winds. We are monitoring a few severe storms, though. Southeast Texas, in the instance of the Golden Triangle, like far southeast Texas, and the Piney Woods near the Toledo Bend Reservoir. That's where we have a few severe storm warnings in effect, with these relatively fast-moving storms moving at about 30 to 40 miles an hour. So let's pop on the radar here. We're going to go from north to south. We've got a severe storm from near Hemp Hill and Bronson to Pineland to Brodus. This storm's going to be moving east at about 40 miles an hour. Now, could have some quarter-size hail, winds to 60, a lot of heavy rain and lightning. Keeping an eye on a little area of rotation southeast of Brodus. It's weak, west of Pineland, but can't completely rule out a few issues with that if it were to intensify. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. Again, that storm's moving quickly east at 30. Southeast into the Golden Triangle, we've got some pretty nasty storms now making their way towards places like Orange to Beaumont over the next hour. One severe storm just southeast of Buna, moving southeast at about 25 towards Deweyville. That storm has the potential to produce 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail. We are monitoring an area of rotation. A second storm off to its west now has organized on Highway 69 west of Silsbee, northwest of Lumberton. That storm is moving southeast at about 35 to 40. A potential for quarter-size hail, winds to 60. Both these storms are showing a pretty good wind signature. Both are showing hail, and both have some rotation with them. That doesn't mean we're dealing with any tornadic mischief right now, but we're definitely keeping a close eye on them, just in case they try to spin up into something a little more mischievous in the spinny, doom department. But both storms moving southeast at about 30 to 40 miles per hour. So Orange, Beaumont, next hour, storms rolling in from the northwest, and they could pack a little bit of a punch with some hail, some wind, some heavy rain, lightning. Tornado threat is low, but not zero. Deweyville, Morrisville, keeping an eye on these areas as well. Lumberton, Silsbee, Pine Forest, Vidar. We're keeping an eye out for y'all as well, with these storms moving southeast. And again, I'll put the loop back on here so you can see what I'm talking about. These storms moving east-southeast. So Beaumont, it looks like the storm west of Silsbee is going to try to stay to your north unless it takes a hard right. And then for Orange, it looks like the storm up near Buna is going to try to stay to your north, making more of a beeline for Deweyville. Storm west of Silsbee, though, may make a run at Orange in about an hour, so that would be about 6:30 p.m. We're going to be keeping a close eye on these storms as they move southeast, again with the threat of maybe some hail, strong winds, Heavy rain, tornado threat's not completely zero, and a tornado watch remains in effect. Otherwise, back over Houston, show's about over for y'all. Cold front, gusty northwest winds now making their way quickly through Houston. It is about to storm. We've got some strong storms now moving on to Galveston Island from Liverpool, Texas City. Could have gusty winds, heavy rain with that. And then otherwise, we do have one last intense storm near Pineland. Again, that could have a bit of hail and strong winds. So what we're going to do is we are going to keep the stream going. We're going to be back at 6 p.m. with your next Texas severe weather update. If we have any tornado warnings or something crazy happens before then, we'll be back. But until then, thanks for staying tuned with us. We'll see you back here at 6 p.m. with your next Texas severe weather update. You can always keep an eye on the sky. The free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app, just search for Texas Storm Chasers, where you download apps for your device. And of course, radar on our website, texasstormchasers.com/radar.
Oh, the lights playing games on all the counters and window panes. Sun is bright, it's a new day, and I feel brand new. All the winter is gone. Seems it's been here so long. I wanna feel like I belong, part of something good. Catching on like a wildfire, feeling for a brand new start. Rain is gone, now it's so much brighter. A new song in my heart. I'm seeing everything new, like for the first time, a perfect view. You could feel like this too. Catching on like a wildfire, feeling for a brand new start. Rain is gone, now it's so much brighter. A new song in my heart. Rain is gone, now it's so much brighter. A new song in my heart. Storm is over, it's a new morning, it's something beautiful, oh so wonderful. I can feel it now, sun comes through the clouds, it's a brand new day. Catching on like a wildfire, feeling for a brand new start. Rain is gone, now it's so much brighter. New song
severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Calcasieu County in Louisiana. Hardin, Jasper, Jefferson, Newton, and Orange County in Texas. A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Calcasieu County in Louisiana. Hardin, Jasper, Jefferson, Newton, and Orange County in Texas.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Baldy-in-Chief David Reimer with what will be our final update with this live coverage stream. That doesn't mean the coverage is going away, though. That stream you're watching will continue on. We're monitoring a couple of strong thunderstorms that continue to make their way across far east and far southeast Texas in association with a cold front across the state. You can see northern two-thirds, northwestern two-thirds of the state, gusty north winds clearing out. Cold front now extends well south of San Antonio, all the way from near Laredo to Victoria, Houston, almost to Beaumont now. Storms east and southeast of that line, with the potential of the strongest storms to produce maybe a wee bit of hail, strong winds, locally heavy rain, and the potential for, well, maybe still an isolated tornado, though that threat in Texas is greatly dwindling as time goes on. We are down to a single severe thunderstorm now in the state of Texas, and that's going to be with this thunderstorm approaching areas northeast of Beaumont towards Orange. This thunderstorm north of the city of Beaumont is capable of producing maybe some nickel to quarter size hail, localized damaging wind gusts over 55 to 60 miles an hour, some heavy rain, and yes, at times the storm has shown a little bit of rotation, and we've been keeping an eye on it here. But the good news is, so far, this storm has not been able to organize any further, and that makes me think it is what we call undercut. I think the cold front's probably caught up with it, and hopefully that will keep it from doing any sort of spinny, doom mischief. But again, a little bit of modest rotation with that, most likely associated with gusty winds. This will be moving southeast across areas just northeast of Beaumont to Morrisville to Orange, Bridge City, and Nederland over the next 30 to 45 minutes, with the potential of gusty winds, heavy rain, lightning, and maybe a bit of hail. Back west through Houston. Houston, you're done. Cold fronts move through. Line of storms now from Baytown all the way from Anahawk to Baytown, near Alvin, all the way back southwest now of southwest and south of Highway 59 to near Leward and Victoria. Those storms will continue moving east-southeast quickly over the next couple of hours as storms and the cold front move off into the Gulf. Boy, that was a nice rhyme, right? So, we're going to do now is we're going to let you all continue watching the Texas Weather Center stream here. If you're watching on the Texas Storm Chasers YouTube, head on over to Texas Weather Center or texasstormchasers.com/live. You'll be able to keep watching there. Otherwise, y'all have a great rest of your night. Thank you for watching, and as always, we appreciate you tuning into the Texas Storm Chasers for your Texas weather information.